hand tie. Right, now you're going to come onto all fours. From all fours, I want you to arch your back upwards. So arch your back up, and then arch your back down, and look up, back, down, up, and down, and up, and down, up again, and down, and your spine up one last time, and down. Now from here, we're going to do an essential part of any Camden Kempo session. We're going to do some planks. So starting out from an ordinary plank, I'll tell you what we're doing as we go along. Get ready, into plank, keep your back straight, hands underneath your shoulders. Hajime. So just from plank, from here, and now you're going to take your hand, reach your hand up, put your hand down, and swapping sides, reaching the other hand up, putting it down, open up your chest to the side. Keep going, swapping sides, round and round. And now you're going to walk from side to side. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. From here, you take your hand and your foot out to the side, catch up. Other side, walk up, catch up. Side, and back. Now up into an ordinary side plank. Keep your hips high as you can. And just 5 more seconds, and then we'll swap to the other side. 3, 2, 1, hand tie. Onto the other side, same thing. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and down. And out from here, just come into a child's pose. Here, stretch your shoulders. And standing back up again. How are we doing for time? Right. Anything else? I'll give you 5 seconds to do any other stretch you want to do. I feel really warm now. Yeah, we can do some wrists. Wrist. All right.
Do you want to go into basics? Seeing you've stopped. Do you want to go into basics?
Okay.
Title, one of us.
3. はい。You want to start? 気を回します。
Right. Not it.
From Kaizoku Chudan Gamai. Gamai. So from here we're going to do 10 Meiuchi, coming off the line, flicking down the center, relaxed. 10 Meiuchi, from then 10 Chokozuki to Jodan, and finally 10 Chokozuki to Chudan. Roll, turn your body, and move side to side. From Migi Tenkara, 10 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 決心呼吸。And once more from Kaizoku Chudan Gamai. Kawai. 10 Kinteki Geri. Followed by 10 Keri Komi. And finally Keri Age. For all, make sure your preparation is correct. Bring your knee up. Always bring your knee up. Whether it's for Kinteki, for Keri Komi, for Keri Age. Always knee up. Always knee first. From Migi Ashi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 蹴り込み。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。蹴り上げ。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。です。深呼吸。
Oh, thank you. Grab some water if you need it. I don't. I do. Miki Sensei doesn't. Or as Sensei Rob would say, just take a sip, not the whole cup. From Kaizoku Chudan Gamai Kamaite. Okay, just some blocks. So going to Hadari, blocking with Migi, make it as far out as possible. If you're here in Camden, you want it really far out. If you want it classic Kempo, further up. Right, to the count, going to Hadari. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. There's a time lag for Spain, I love it. So across, and this time come in, punch someone in the ribs. So Junzuki. So block. Same way first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do it again, but this time we'll go to the head. You want your pelvis to rotate. So Meda Sensei was talking about loosening all this muscle. The other way to do it is to rotate it. So you come up and you block. So this pelvis sort of moves in that direction and then comes back. And this time either you're going for the ribs or you're going for the head, but this does a full rotate. Okay? If you were on the dance floor, you would be getting offers of dance partners. Okay? It's that full hip action. So Going to Hidari, locking with Migi, and then punching with Hidari to Mizuzuki. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hud, kyu, ju. Excellent. You can cheat. You can cheat from this position. So that's what your torso is doing. But you can actually come into your foot. So you can go hibidachi, and come through. So you can actually be quite loose on the balls of your feet and turn and turn and turn. Again, if you're on a dance floor, it would look epic. If you're doing Kempo, you're going to get more traction, like so. Okay? So, what did we do? Lock, lock. Actually, let's do 2 punches. This works if you're doing 2 punches. So we'll come in, we'll punch to Mizuzuki, and then we'll punch to Chudan. Okay? So you're going to Hidari. You're punching with Hidari, and then with Migi. To the count. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hudge, cue, ju. Good stuff. What's the hardest point of this technique? What's the point with the most impact? Giving a clue. Ophelia, sir.
I find it's hard to commit to both. So I'll either commit to my first attack and then not much to my second.
Yeah, that's very fair. It's all about the punches. So the hard bit of this technique is either the first punch or the back punch, right? And it depends on your confidence. If you think you're going to knock them out, and this is insurance, fine. If you think you're going to knock them out with the second, you'll need both. You go full tilt on the second one. The soft part of this technique is what your body's doing. So it's going in and it's just soft. You should be able to do this very softly as you go through. Okay? Keep that in mind, and we will go to Hidari. Chudangabai Kamaite. 10, Junzuki. Go to the head. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hudge, cue, ju. Looking pretty good. Yakuzuki. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hudge, cue, ju. Okay, little pointer on this. As you come in, you can come back quite quickly. So you can go in and out quite quickly. You can do it at the same level. You can do it the way most of you are doing it. So it goes fast and then comes back really slowly. But we'll show you why that gets really problematic later in this class, okay? So, from Migi, Chudangabai Kamaite. Good stuff. Junzuki, 10. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hudge, cue, ju. Looks great. Yakuzuki. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sich, hudge, cue, ju. Much, much better. So all of you are now hitting at the same speed as you're retracting. Excellent stuff. Kesh, single cue. Okay, grab some water if you need it. It is very warm in London today. And there's only 2 sirens a minute, so we're doing okay. Don't know if everyone's on mute.
It's freezing here. I'm surprised.
We miss Scotland so much. I mean, I miss leaving Camden so much. Okay, from Hadadi. I'm just looking at all your belts. I've even forgotten the name of the stance. This is good. From Hadadi, Madari Gamai, Kamaite. Okay. For those of you who don't know what this is your classic, you're in the pub and you want to hold something. You might have your drink, your sake bottle on the back of your hand, and you want to hold it in place. This is an ideal way to keep it in place. You may have, as Ophelia Hatsan always has, all the time, she has her puppy in her hand, right? So she has her puppy on the back of her hand, like so, and she's protecting puppy from any attacks. So this we call puppy gamai, which is, or this we call puppy gamai, but medali gamai. Okay. So same thing as we were doing from, did you just throw the dog? It's outrageous.
No, I just put her on the bed. I put her on the bed as well.
On this. No animals harmed. Okay, Yaku block, okay? So punch is coming in. Someone's taken that sake bottle at closing ceremony and for some reason shoved it to your head. So you're coming in and you're blocking, hooking and pulling it down to your belt. If you don't have a belt, more Shakira, more hips, down to your hips. Okay, let's just do that for a 10. Itch. Knee. Ophelia, take over so I can watch.
That. She. Go. Dog. Sit. Touch. Good.
Good stuff. So we add in a punch. So we're going to, I don't have any corrections. So this time I'll count and Ophelia, you can watch. So this time we're going up, blocking, down, punching to the head, like so. So, it, knee, san, she, go, rook, sich, fudge, Q, Ju. Kirsten, Q, any corrections?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely none. You're doing well. Ophelia normally has far too many. Now, if you are coming in, the way I think of this is the speed is similar. So you're kind of all in one speed. If you're slowing this down, because you're trying to do the technique right, then keep this quite fluid as you come through. So it's up, through. Because when you get in and you start pairing up this technique with somebody, and you go 1, 2, you're going to find problems. So you want to go quite fluid through if you're slowing it down, especially for all of those black belts that I can see on screen. Lower grades, don't worry about it. From Miggy, Midari Gamai, Gamaite. So, same thing again, just the block. Itch. Knee. San. She. Go. Rook. Sich. Hudge. Q. Ju. It looks really good. I suspect Nikki-san might disagree with me, but the way I think of this technique, because it builds up to one that we were doing the other day, Oshiuke Nage, I think, I tend to go round on it, okay? But if you are stepping, then that's definitely wrong. So don't step at this point, but if matrix, and don't matrix style it, don't do the matrix, but if you can, put your shoulder in the way. If you're Ophelia-san, she has the ability to take this into a takedown, and elbow me in the head at the same time. That's where your elbow and your shoulder needs to be be able to get your opponent in the head. Cool, looks good. Did you want to comment on that, Nikki-san? No, good. In that case, 10 more, this time with the zuki. To the count. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ru. Sish. Haj. Q. Zhu. Looks great. Well done. Kesh, Shinko Q. Getting to see in other people's houses, Gunjan. I love it. Grab some water if you need it.
Kavita,
Yeah.
can I just ask, what's the name of that technique?
I have it down as Kaishinzuki.
Correct.
And I have it so that you can do it from Tai and Hiraki. If it's from Tai, it's a Jun-zuki. And if it's from Hiraki, it's a Gyaku-zuki.
So I have it even, I can even one up that even further and say it can be done from Tai or Hiraki, from in Omote or Ura. So essentially any combination of Jun or Gaku, either Jun or Gaku with a, we've tried all the combinations and some are really scary, some feel a bit more normal. But I think all the combinations kind of work.
If it feels scary, it's probably the Omote version.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
That's okay. It's a good question because, you know, I avoid saying names of anything in foreign languages. That includes all Indian food. The next one we're going to do is Hangetsu-geri. So you can see the theme that we're building up. And I think that's all we're going to have time for. We're at 30, that's meant to take us to 40. I will go over by 3 minutes, as I said at the top. Hangetsu-geri, the way we're going to do it, this is Tai and Gyaku-zuki. I won't do that again, but we are from Midari Gabai Kamaite. Okay, and so this bit we now know. And we're going to come off and then punch, kick, sorry. I said punch, you've all confused me. So coming through and kicking. And this is your ideal one, that you've got something in your hand, right? You've got something in your hand that you really want to protect, that dog, and you're coming out, you might be stepping off and kicking them, right? They should be, at this point, if Ophelia does it to me, as she comes in, I should bring her down so that she's toppled over. So her face is about here in front of me. So I can smash her here, not up here. That's the ideal. So I should be smashing down. But who knows, because we're single form in our bedrooms. Do the count really slowly. Ich, backhand blocks, belt, kick. Oh, you've all got it first time. To the count. Knee. San. Chi. Go. Rook. Sish. Haj. Q. Ju. I have no corrections, so Haratagari to Migi. Midari Gabai, right? I think the hardest bit of this one sometimes is the weight, but that isn't what I'm teaching in this session. So come to another session and we'll do it then. But everything else looks great. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rook. Sish. Haj. Q. Ju. Any questions, any corrections? No, Cash and cute. Any banter? Where's Stuart for my banter? Grab some water.
He's having a tea.
He's having a tea. Yeah, they're all got teas, but this is Camden, so that's how we operate.
Still morning, I'm waking up still.
That seems fair.
Hi, Sensei Kavita, I have a question. Sorry, would you mind, stupid question probably, would you mind showing it in profile, sort of side on, so I can just check the hand position, because I think I'm a bit confused. All right, so I'm a bit confused about that. Okay, that's great.
I think that, so my form for Medali Goodbye, you mean?
Yeah.
My form for Medali Goodbye, Nikki and Ophelia will follow along, because I think their forms are slightly, well, not slightly, amazingly better, but basically you're in Shudai Goodbye, your front hand opens up, your back hand opens up, and then you go a bit more square on, like so. So if you're there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes
Now
sense?
would be ideal time to take a screenshot.
Say that again, Ophelia. You cut out, Ophelia.
So that now would have been the ideal time to take a screenshot.
Oh, now would be a time to take a screenshot. Yes, take a screenshot. Make it your background. No, don't do that. So I'm going to, I don't know, we should do Oshio again, Nagi. I think we've just got time for one more. Ophelia and I had 4 more to do, so obviously we got our timings wrong. One of the things that I really enjoy, as you all know, is watching Buffy. Buffy does a lot of Erikens. She does a lot of Erikens. If you've got a bindi, like these are all my mother's bindi, it's sort of there, that's where your Nichigetsu point is, right? On your bindi point. And you're hitting someone on that point with the sort of knuckle. So we're going to do a backhand punch to the head from Hidari. Shudai Goodbye, Kamaite. And I'm sure you all know it because everything else has been great. So, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sish, hudge, q, ju. Ratsugari to Miggy, Shudai Maite. And again, ich, ni, san, shi, go, rook, sish, hudge, q, ju. Yeah, all looks good. Any questions on that? Check it out. From Hidari. What should we do it from? I have no idea. From Hidari Goodbye. Just keep it similar. So Ophelia-san is in where am I? Thai. It's all Thai. If you're ever doing a competition with Nikki Sensei, it's all Thai. And Ophelia-san is basically hitting me to the head. Like so, Uriken to the head, like so. I'm blocking as I was before, backhand. I'm hooking as I was before. I'm bringing her, sorry, let me get it right. Blocking with my front this time. And this time I'm hooking her elbow. So just like Maeda Sensei was saying for those pressure points are really soft, like that, you just want one finger and just take her down so her position is compromised like so. If you remember the rest of the technique, you can then drop her behind you. But for the purpose of this, I want you to block and bring her down and compromise her position, okay? So I'll do the first one slowly from Hidari, and I think we should be in Shijigamai because that might make your life a lot easier. So, ich, front hand blocks up, back hand hooks, step back on your foot, drop it to the ground. Good work. If you've got time, you can pin her. Knee, front block, back hook, drop to floor. without commands. San. She. Go. Rook. Fish. Hutch. Q. Jew. Looks epic. Great work. Let's do the other side, and this is the last lot. So make it awesome. Ask any questions. From Migi, Chiji Gamai, Kamaite. Oh, so again, the Ophelia sound is urakening to my head. So I'm blocking it. I'm all very confused when you're that way round. I'm taking her shoulder and pulling her across and then taking her down to the ground, like so. So, itch, front hand block, back hand hooks, compromise her position, pivot your foot, take it down. Knee, front block, back hook, down. Without the guidance. Sand. Sheep. Go. Rook. Fish. Hutch. Q. Last one of this session. Make it epic. Zhu. Yay! Excellent stuff. With 1 minute to go, I have a 1 minute hour. This is amazing. Any questions? No? Great stuff. Well, I'm a bit sweaty. Get your water. Come and join me on the Hauer floor. I mean, you can take a, I don't care, you can get your couch. You can sit by your computer. As long as I can show you our scroll. I'm going to finish on time because Sensei Alid's class, and if you've ever done a Sensei Alid class, you'll know that you will need 20 minutes recovery now to keep up with him. Just keep up the best you can. Been a weird year, completely weird. When we started our seminar in January, we had this amazing opening ceremony. I even wore a hoi. We had sake, which you saw the sake bottle earlier, and we had all these plans. Not one of them happened. Not one of those plans happened, as you know. However, it felt like we still became a real dojo this year, and we did that by getting a scroll. Like, one of the most epic things I think we've managed to do is Sensei Ophelia found us some brilliant possibilities for our very unique scroll, and even in lockdown, in the craziness of lockdown, managed to get it approved, printed in Japan, made in China, through European customs and into the UK, so that we could, at least when we came out of lockdown, we were able to hang it. And that's a huge, huge process to go through. I think if you asked her, she'd probably tell you she's achieved nothing this year, but I think she's achieved loads, and this is a testament to it. I think that's the case with the club. And actually, it's a testament to what it says on here. So how is everyone's Japanese? Can someone read it? Can someone pronounce it better than I can? Someone can over here. Roka? You're going to tell us how to pronounce it?
You know what it says.
I'll unmute you. There you go. I've asked her to unmute.
Since I can't see very well.
Can you see it now? No, maybe not. So I pronounce it, we translate it as water beats rock. It's that idea that the running water flows through. You've all got the concept of a canyon, right? We all did GCSE science, the idea that water runs through a canyon, you know, trickles through and builds a bigger and bigger canyon as it goes through. I think that kind of typifies that. And if you look at all the techniques I dropped into you today, they're all much higher grade techniques, but they're all about this idea of taking the hard. And I like the hard. I like it when a punch comes in, but but taking it into the soft, because that's the only way I'm going to take someone down and pin them. So that's really important to me. I think the last point I will make to you is that Ophelia and I've been lucky enough to bubble with Ophelia, and as we've come out of lockdown, our realization is that online training is great, but it's that peer form of taking hard to soft that we're losing as our ability in the last 6 months. So as soon as you start planning your new classes and you get back into the dojo properly, I really urge you to start thinking about that as your lesson plan, if you can, and send us advice of getting better as well. Anyway, I will leave it there. Sensei Alid, in 20 minutes, I urge you to get there. Trenchu or Wadamus.
Hey,
Start.
night.
I'll stop recording.